My name is Terry Hofford, and this is a series of flaws. As part of my mission to normalize normal bodies in the photography industry, I'm going to be focusing on how to help our clients heal their relationships with their bodies by giving them an amazing experience and beautiful images that will help them correlate that this body helped them do something amazing. Most photographers are taught to see their subjects as a series of flaws to be avoided, but I think we can do better. And now back to me, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful! You did it! Yay! Good job! Thanks, lady. Okay, perfect.
So it's recording.
And good. Awesome. So welcome everyone to an episode, I don't even have a name for this yet, but anyways, to this series. This is Miss Camille, and she's going to be modeling for us today. But so tell me a little bit about why you were interested in participating in this video series and things like that.
Well, your casting call really stood out to me because this last year and a half of my life, I've been going through a really big transformation. I got out of a really, really terrible abusive relationship, and I'm a single mom to 4 kids. I'm a young mom. I was a young mom. My oldest is almost 17.
Okay.
And I'm 35, and so I have a 16-year-old, 14-year-old, 10-year-old, and a 6-year-old. 2 girls, 2 boys. And so my ex wasn't their father, but I was with him for about 3 years. And during that time, I also became really sick with an autoimmune disease.
Oh, wow.
Graves' disease and hyperthyroidism, and I was really, really sick for 2 years. I lost 50 pounds in 3 months. I couldn't even function and take care of my kids. I was so sick. I was my resting heart rate would be 114. I was having heart palpitations. I couldn't breathe. I was extreme high risk for heart attack, stroke, slip into a coma. Yeah, my hair was falling out like crazy. I was wasting away. It was a really rough time, and my ex was horrible. I feel he just made me sicker, to be honest. So this last year and a half, I've just done this huge transformation. I got radiation done on my thyroid to kill the gland because my everything was on overdrive, right? I was going into a thyroid storm. I was so sick, and so I tried so many different things to get well. Nothing was working until that radiation, and then figuring out dosing of medication, cutting out the toxic in my life. And then I was like, you know what, since I've lost some weight now, I want to turn it into muscle. So my son is an athlete.
Okay.
He's been very inspiring to me, and he really, with his passions, really kept me busy.
Awesome.
And actually inspired me to try to be in the best shape of my life. So I would take him to personal training on the side, and I just watch him. Take him to flag football, tackle football, and just watch him. I'd be at every single game, every single practice, and then I'm starting to meet people, right? Different athletes and parents and stuff like that. And then I met Darla Kilgary, and I started training my son with her, doing some skills training on the side. Then I started jumping in on the training.
Cool.
And then I was just yes, this is what I want. So weights became a passion for me, lifting weights and powerlifting.
Amazing. Yeah, feeling strong again.
And I'm also sober. I'm 4.5 years sober.
Amazing. Good job.
So I've done a really big transformation in my life. But with my body, I've had a lot of insecurities because, being a single mom, I've had, I have a thicker body, so I have a big butt, thick thighs. It's always been the attention of somebody, I swear. And sometimes I feel overly sexualized, but not in the way that I want it to be.
Mm-hmm. You didn't ask for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And so, and another thing is having low iron, dealt with that all my life. I bruise really easily. So you'll see lots of those spotty bruises on me, even...
You literally are a peach.
I literally am.
You literally are the peach emoji.
I literally am. So I've always been insecure. I've been a tomboy for a good part of my life too. I've been insecure about my thighs. I have 3rd degree cellulite, more serious cellulite than regular people or average will say, quote unquote. And so that's always bathing suits, shorts, dresses, because it goes down my thighs to above my knees. So this last year and a half of transformation, I've just really embraced my womanhood and my body, and have just, I realize I have younger women looking up to me, my nieces and my daughters, and I'm starting to watch them be finicky about certain things about their body, and I'm like, no, like,
not
no,
on my watch.
yeah. You gotta just love yourself and rock what you got, and you are uniquely, beautifully made.
That's amazing.
And so, just with health comes with loving yourself and your body, and so just as like last year I've decided, what, I want to amp up my womanhood. I want to feel feminine. I want to feel beautiful. Days I want to feel sporty, and I want to feel like crazy and wild, and other days I want to feel really classy and classic,
just like
with red
the
lips.
whole thing. Yeah.
And your photo shoot, like the casting call, I was just like, hey, like I should put myself out there.
And you did, and now she's here. You're the first one too.
Really?
Yeah, you're the first one today.
And then I checked out your photos and what you're about. And I'm like, wow, I love her style. I love her stuff. And I used to model back in the day just a little bit, like in my younger years and stuff. And having 4 kids, your body changes.
Yeah.
I tell them,
Hopefully.
I'm like, I've given you guys my body's beauty.
Yeah, there you go.
Gave it to you.
Yeah, so when it comes to I know in the thing that you sent me, the email that you sent me, it was very much like the cellulite was definitely something that you struggle with, starting to own and stuff like that. And we were just talking before we started recording about how in the summertime you would cover up and be so hot and now you're just like, fuck that. And let it go.
I want to wear summer dresses all summer long. I want to wear shorter ones. I want to wear longer ones. I want to wear shorts. And because I have a big butt, shorts have always been a problem. And I'm tall. I'm 5'10". I'm a heavier woman. I'm 220 pounds. So pants, shorts. It's like finding a needle in a haystack.
Oh, I feel you. They're like, oh, you're tall? That must mean that, for me, it's like that you're either, as a plus-size tall woman, they're like, oh, you must be super curvy. And it's the opposite for me. I have no bum. I'm very much a rectangle, so, clothes don't fit me that way or anything like that. But then on the other side of it is, when you're tall, they're like, oh, this must be the one body shape that you have if you're tall, is that you will be small, right? And, yeah, so I think it's clothing set us up for failure all the time. So when it comes to doing a photo shoot, one of the things that I wanted to do with this series was basically bring to light some of the things that people always think they can't do a boudoir photo shoot because they have cellulite or because their body looks a certain way or behaves a certain way or things like that. And I just want to let people know that that's fucking wrong and that's a myth. So for you, obviously I would assume growing up, maybe you never saw bodies that had cellulite, which made you look at it. And if you surrounded yourself with other women, that kind of grew up maybe around diet culture and things like that, they also would complain about cellulite.
Being an indigenous person, my body type's not typical to indigenous people.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Different races, they have kind of more average.
A very stereotypical.
Right. So
shape.
that's always been the thing too. I've always been teased, because of the big butt. So I used to be really insecure of my bum.
Yeah.
And my mom still to this day will walk up behind me and pull my shirt down. And I'm like, stop, leave me be. I've already been having issues, and it's, I've been teased, I swear I knock things over with my hips and my butt, oh my God.
My sister actually has that same body type where very curvy and booty, and that was the same thing though in school. This was the thing, she has more of a stereotypical beautiful body, the curvy body that everybody wants, but she was also still teased for having cellulite and having around her bum.
Called cottage cheese legs, and I would just be wearing a summer dress and you could kind of see through the fabric, the dimpling, right? And I just wanted to be a girl. I was such a tomboy before.
Yeah.
So when I was trying to make my transition into being a girl, and then I get told these things, I would just be okay, no.
Yeah.
And I'd revert back to jerseys and basketball shorts or track pants.
Yeah, so today for your shoot, we're not going to focus on celebrating the cellulite, but we're also not going to vilify it. And what I mean by that is we're going to focus on shooting you just like a normal human that has bodies that are normal. You know what I mean? So if your cellulite shows up in some photos, it will, and if it doesn't, it doesn't.
Oh, she will.
Well, that's the thing.
And she's welcome.
That's the thing is I think it's really important for photographers. There's this it's basically either you show it or you don't. And like if you show it, you gotta celebrate it. Like, I'm like, stop focusing on these things because we're still focusing too much on the body. Instead, just say like, I felt amazing and my cellulite was with me, or I did that photo shoot and it was there with me, but it wasn't like I didn't not do it because of it, and I didn't do it because of it. It just is part of who you are because it's going to change anyways, right? So I know for a lot of my clients, a lot of them are like, oh, well, can you Photoshop out the cellulite? And I get it, but also no. Because it's like, I could do that, yes, but when you go home and you look in the mirror, you're still going to have it. And instead of comparing yourself to bodies that you see in the media, now you're just comparing yourself to a false version of yourself. That's right. When you look in the mirror, and I don't want that. I'd rather you see a photo of yourself and be like, holy shit, I look banging. And and I have cellulite. Like, you can see it, but it's not like the main focal point. Does that make sense? So that's kind of what we're doing today. So today what we're going to do with Camille is we're going to take her and we're going to do all couch posing for today's tutorial. So basically we're going to go through the top poses that I love to do when I have a sofa, because pretty much everywhere you go there is a couch of some sort or a platform that you can utilize. So that's what we're going to be focused on for her shoot. She brought in some really cute bodysuits, so I'm super excited about that, and she's going to look poppin'. So stay tuned for that. Perfect. Okay, so for today's shoot, I'm actually going to be using my Canon 5D Mark III because you're using my Mark IV, and I have on my Sigma 50mm 1.4 lens. Usually I use my 24-70, but again, that is currently being utilized by the camera that is recording me right now. So I will be using this little beauty for today's shoot. Perfect. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with you sitting actually on the couch, so you can sit right there.
Or this direction?
Just on your bum there, facing this way. Perfect. What you're going to do is take your right foot slightly longer than your left and tippy toes, and then what you're going to do is scooch down so the base of your head is on the back of the couch. Does that make sense? Yeah, beautiful. So scooch right on down there. Perfect. And I'm going to come get your hairs. Beautiful. We're going to zhuzh it. Your beautiful hair, Jesus. Super healthy. All right, what you're going to do with your hands, you're going to take your left hand and just rest it on your thigh. Your right hand is going to come up into the hair, and then you're going to arch up. So you lift that chin right on up, mouth open, eyes closed, deep breath. Beautiful. That's gorgeous. Hang tight. Actually, hold on. Oh, is it on?
It's on now.
Perfect. So plan change you. We're using the 35 because my 50mm has shit the bed. So, okay, perfect. So chin up, deep breath, gorgeous. All right, can you cross your legs for me? Yeah, beautiful. And then you're gonna lean onto the knee for me. Beautiful. And then you're gonna bring this hand to the hair and look towards the window. Yes.
Oh, gorgeous. I love this pose. That's beautiful.
Yep, stunning. Look down to that shoulder. So what I'm looking for here, just an FYI if you're okay for a second, is I'm looking for the highlight that comes across her face here, so where the light's hitting, so everything else will fall into shadow. It's just usually how I shoot. Then I move around this way, and I'm going to be shooting mostly with flat light on her, so it's both kinds of lighting, so that way clients have choice. Beautiful. So looking towards the window again for me. Okay, so we're gonna do a booty shot now, because that is like one of the things that you wanted to reclaim for yourself, right?
Bruises.
So, it's cool. We're gonna see. Don't worry where the camera's going to be. I always tell people this is gonna feel like I'm shooting up your beehole, but I promise that I'm not. So what I'm gonna get you to do, you're gonna come down here on your knees for me, and we're gonna lean your chest onto here. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna arch that booty back, call it kitten and heat. Exactly. Then what I'm going to get you to do is take your left foot and pop it up a little bit because you got those sweet heels on. With your hands, your left hand can kind of just come into the hair on this side, yeah, and then this hand just rests there. Beautiful. And you hang tight.
It's been recording, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
You can see the process.
Gorgeous, yes. And point those toes. Yeah, keep the right foot down, but flatten the foot if you can. The other way, so hold on. Yeah, like that. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Look down to the shoulder. Beautiful. Now I'm gonna get you to drop the left foot. Is that your left? I'm like, what foot is that?
That's my left.
Yeah, so you can put it flat on the floor as well instead of crossing. We're gonna take your left foot or bring your right knee forward more. There you go, like you're crawling, beautiful. Bring both hands now onto the side of the hair over here. And I'm just gonna zhuzh your hair. It's a technical term. Zhuzhing. Beautiful. And hold it right there, that's gorgeous. Every woman needs a good booty shot.
These are gonna be like amazing.
She needs to know. All right, so what I'm gonna get you to do now is we're gonna lay you out on the couch here. So what I'm gonna get you to do is lay on the couch like you're mad at me.
Okay.
So you're gonna be like, oh, I don't wanna talk to you. What's that? But you're tall, so you're gonna scooch down like me. I'm gonna move these pillows off, but your left hand is gonna hold your head up so you can turn your chin up to the ceiling.
Okay.
This knee is gonna come down so it pops that booty out. And then this hand's gonna pull up at the bodysuit like, yes, this is just how I sit on couches.
Okay. I love it. I've literally had a photographer before with no instructions. And I mean, I can do the good selfies, but I need to kind of see.
Yeah.
So when you're being instructed and someone sees and they're like, yes, move like this, do this. Like,
It makes it easier.
Yeah, when you actually have somebody to show you, yeah. Just really do.
So lay down like you're mad at me.
Yeah, like you're
There you go.
right.
Thank you for straightening that. And that hand's gonna hold your head, beautiful. So I'm gonna come over your legs if you're okay with that. So we're gonna bring this one back a bit. Perfect, yeah, there we go. And then this one's gonna come down and hook. Beautiful, this hand's gonna pull up here, just kind of hooked, and then drop that elbow down. Chin up, 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 up. Arch, 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 arch. Beautiful. That's gorgeous. Hold that, and then. And now with that right hand, the one that's on your hip, bring it up into your hair for me, overhead. So yeah, just like that, gorgeous. Beautiful. Beautiful. And now rest that hand on top of your hip. Beautiful, just like that. Chin up to the ceiling, eyes closed. Just like you're taking a nap. You know how you do at home. Ooh, this is a good one. Oh, just a good one. Beautiful, see right there. So you can see I'm moving around to get a bunch of different angles. So she doesn't have to move. She can literally just have a nap. Take your right hand. I'm gonna get you to bring a finger to the lip. Or just chin up, eyes closed, deep breath, mouth open, just a tickle. Yep. And now look here to me. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Every time. I always feel like a Sim on The Sims when I stand under this because it's like the little diamond over the Sim's head, you know? Oh yeah. Every time I'm like, oh.
Terry's in sim mode.
So we've changed outfits and she looks fabulous. So now we're going to move on to some like kneeling on the couch and stuff like that. So what I'm gonna get you to do here is you're gonna get on the couch and what you're gonna do is pop up on your knees like you're crawling towards the window. So we're gonna lean onto the forearms. So like this. Okay. So this is normal. That's what I need you to do is round that booty up. Yeah, exactly. So what I'm gonna need you to do that we're gonna bring your left knee forward a little more than your right knee, just like you're crawling. Now we don't want the George Costanza. We're not going fully into
Can we
it.
have a George Costanza?
You can, but did you bring your tube socks?
No, I forgot.
Yeah.
I was hoping you
for the
had
next
some.
shoot. There we go. So yeah, so we'll bring that knee in a little bit and then tippy toes and then just push that booty back. And then you're gonna look towards out the window that way or the plant over there in the corner. Okay. Just like, oh, yes, hello. We'll have more of your hair to the right if possible, just so that way it doesn't block your face.
Alright.
After you. All right, perfect. Sorry, I'm gonna get up in your camera here. Beautiful, yes, sweet baby drizzles. I mean, I guess that red lip looks okay. Just kidding. Bring your right hand into your hair for me a little bit, just kind of playing in the hair. Beautiful. Look down to that shoulder, give a little giggle. Ooh, I'm tripping on stuff. Beautiful, and then look here to me. Gorgeous. And one more time looking out the window over here. I'm just gonna come for a faraway shot. That is beautiful. And look down to that shoulder for me there. Gorgeous. Beautiful. So this next one, what I'm gonna get you to do is you're going to just lay on your tummy a bit. like this. Oh yeah, I am just watching TV. But we're gonna take
TV around the house every day.
exactly wearing this outfit naturally. This leg though is gonna come down almost off so we can pop the booty up a little bit.
Okay.
And you're gonna stretch out. So most of the hair to the right here, this hand is gonna come under the chest to rest here. Like, yeah, what's up? Now you're tall too, so your foot's gonna wanna do this.
Okay.
So just kinda like
Okay.
pop it up like that. Yeah, be like, oh hi, yeah, good day. Mm-hmm. Then when you're done, you can dismount. It's a 10.
Awesome. All right.
So on the side. Beautiful. Yeah, and if the nip falls out, I mean, this is the place for it to happen, let's be honest. This hand's gonna hold your head, and we'll bring that hair forward a little bit here, yeah. There we go. Then you can put your hand actually on top of the hair, otherwise it looks like you're missing your hand, which you're not. So we're gonna bring this knee down, 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 down. Beautiful. This hand we're gonna bring down, 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 down. Beautiful. And then chin up. Gorgeous. Beautiful. And then just relax the forehead a little bit for me. And now look right here. Beautiful. Now take that left hand and you're gonna rest it up on the hip for me, and you're gonna turn your chin up to that ceiling. So up, up, up. Eyes closed, mouth open, deep breath. Tippy, tippy, tippies. Beautiful. Stay right there. And now look up at me. Oh. This is like one of my favorite poses for literally everyone. Get excited. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get you up on the couch on your knees.
Mm-hmm.
So ideally like one knee on each cushion is the best, otherwise you'll sink in the middle.
Okay. I love how like even you reminded me to relax my forehead because that's my bad habit.
That's what lots of people like when there's
And I raise
tension
an
up
eyebrow.
here. Yeah, which you can do for some. I mean, it's a look.
It's just such a habit. Like, and I don't notice it all the time. My kids are always like, "Why are you always raising your eyebrow?" I'm like, "I don't know."
It's just thinking about stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have your knees to the back of the couch here, feet together, but knees shoulder width apart, and you're gonna sit back on your heels.
Okay.
With your hands, we're gonna have more of your hair to the left. Your left hand is gonna push into the couch to help arch your booty out. Okay. Like this. This hand, we're gonna bring the strap off the shoulder. Like, oh no, my lingerie is falling off. Shoot. You know how that happens. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that story, please. That's the story we're telling today. So feet together, knees shoulder width apart, knees right to the back there, and sit on back on those heels. Beautiful. Left hand is pushing against the couch. Right hand is gonna go, oh no. And then drop, bring this elbow back. We're gonna go chin this way, a tickle. Chin to me, chin. There we go, yeah. Beautiful, and then chin up, 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 up. Eyes closed, deep breath, mouth open. That's gorgeous. Now, if you need that, or if you don't need that left hand to push and you can keep that arch, bring the left hand up into the hair, chin this way, a tickle. Beautiful. Also, I forgot to tell you, I turn into a little British man when I start shooting. Just a tickle. Beautiful. Now what I'm going to get you to do, you can bring the strap back up. I'm going to get you to lean forward onto the back of the couch. Flipping your hair to the left. Yes, hello. Beautiful. Push back into that booty a little. Yes, relax the shoulders a smidge. Or just look down to this shoulder for me. Beautiful. And now look here to me. Gorgeous. Stay right there. Oh. And look down one more time. Oh no, shoot. Beautiful. Take your left hand, pushing up at the hair. Let's actually cover that one eye, kind of saucy like. Oh no. And then look right here, yes. Gorgeous. And now look down one more time to that shoulder. Relax the shoulders, bring your shoulder blades down, yeah. And now back to me, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, you did it.
Yay!
Good job. Thanks